All right, we got a good one today, guys. I think we're going to space on this one. We're going all the way with this one, man. I think the roadmap to success for Xbox Game Pass is going to get real crazy for PlayStation Plus to keep up if they hit these numbers. I'm hearing Xbox wants to hit 100 million subscribers really fast once this deal goes through with Activision Blizzard for Call of Duty. Okay, think about it. They already got Game Pass on phones, tablets, consoles, PC, Steam Deck. What's the next biggest thing that they can do to really move Game Pass as a subscription service to expand everywhere? Cars, EV cars. They can really double down. They can really dig deep into EV cars, because think about it, manufacturers, they're thirsty for chips. So if Xbox and Tesla get a deal, or Ford, Chrysler, GM, if these people get a deal with Xbox, it's going to get crazy. Because I pay attention because I'm in the cars, so I pay attention to how everything is moving. And so if Xbox decide to say, hey, you guys have the new SUV, the new Wagoneer, right? So once it goes EV, we're going to automatically put Game Pass in there with all of the electronics. So you have your CarPlay, your Android Play, and you have your Game Pass for the kids or whoever. That is going to be crazy if they go that direction, which is, I think that's where they're going. I think that's what they're getting at, because they already, think about it, they already have a deal with Verizon. You guys can buy a brand new Xbox Series X/S at Verizon. You can go and get your new Xbox at Verizon. That is crazy. So what is the next move? We already have it on PC, mobile, consoles, EV cars. Why not cars? Because you got to think about it. You travel, you go on all these long distant trips. Think about it. You're going across the world on all these long distant trips. Let's say if you're driving from Florida to Cali, okay, you're on Game Pass. That's a real good selling pitch for Tesla to say, hey, I know you want this nice Hellcat, but think about it. If you get the SUV, you get Game Pass for the kids. You got car Apple Play. You're gonna have tablets. You're gonna have Wi-Fi hookups. Versus your Durango may not come with that yet until it turns EV or hybrid, should I say? I can kind of squeeze, I guess, a gas car in there, but they're pretty much done with gas around 2025, somewhere around that 26-ish. So that's why I'm really not stressing all gas cars. I'm more focused on tech, electronics, and EVs and gaming, more so that field now, because they're pretty much done with gas. So we're not really going to stress the gas car. So that's why I'm stressing EVs. Okay, so we're going to do the EV Teslas with Game Pass, and they're going to reach 100 million subscribers. Who else is doing that? Sony is definitely not about to put their PlayStation Plus into EV cars yet. They're not gonna do it yet now, but if it becomes a hit and everybody is bragging when you're going to the beach, when you're when you're going to events, when you're traveling, when you just want to show it off, you may even just want to go to the car just to hang out. You may not even have an event, may not even have a party. You just want to play it just because it's cool. It's something different. That is crazy, because you got to think about it. Game Pass, you don't really even need a console anymore. All you need is Wi-Fi and Game Pass app. That's all you need. You don't even need a console. You don't even need an Xbox anymore. As long as you get into the ecosystem, guys, you don't even need an Xbox. So you really don't even have to support the console part. You can go to PC, you can go to mobile, you can go to Steam Deck. And if they go to EV cars, oh my goodness, it's going to be like crazy. I'm just thinking about the big picture here. Think about it. They say they want to hit 100 million subscribers. How are you going to do that faster Then cars. They're producing cars at a rapid rate. They're looking for chips. If they partnership with Microsoft and they drop chips in the cars with Teslas and, you know, gaming, they're going to get them out there a lot faster. Because, you know, Microsoft pretty much have the hookup. Look how they're producing Series S consoles. They're on almost every shelf now. You can find a Series S, not the X, but you can get a Series S. But you got to think though, when the holidays come, when Christmas come around and stuff like that, they're going to be pretty much out of stock again. So you're going to pretty much wait like another month or two before they can stock back up. Because once the holidays come, you can hang it up, bro. You're not going to even be able to get your hands on one. So you better jump out there and get one now if you want a console, but you don't really need a console. Like I said before, if you have a PC, this is how cool Game Pass is. Let me, I'm not tooting, you know, Xbox horn or nothing like that even more, but you got to think about it. Game Pass is so cool, man. I was like, I had an old, I just want to test it out. I had an old laptop. It was like a Windows 10, but it was like upgraded to like, no, it was Windows 7, but it was like upgraded to like Windows, is it 10 or 11 or something, like 10, I think. So there's an old laptop, and I say, hey, let me try Game Pass and see if it still works on an old school laptop. It still works. It's a live streaming, it's a streaming service like Netflix. It's a subscription streaming service like Netflix where you can live stream the game through your internet, Ethernet cable. I highly recommend Ethernet cable, not so much as Wi-Fi unless you're pretty much on a console, because it needs that boost, it needs that power, that direct connect power from an Ethernet cable running on something that old, but it does work. And that was crazy, and I tested it out. So I'm thinking to myself, if they can somehow put this in cars, that is going to be crazy. They're going to hit their 100 million mark, or at least between 75, I'll say between 70 to 100 million mark of subscription service subscribers that they want, if they kind of move it more towards the auto industry, because they're producing so many EVs, so many hybrids out there. So think about how fast Game Pass will move and how many people will be playing it. You know, if they get an even bigger deal with Samsung, and think about it, because it's already on TVs. They just came out with it. If you buy some certain TVs, you can get Game Pass with it. So they're already pushing that out. Now you're gonna have the cars in the future. If they do so go that way, I wish, you know, I don't have concrete information that they would do that, but I'm thinking that's the next direction, because where else can they go with it? They can only go cars and EVs, because they already took over everything else. They already got mobile, tablets, you know, PC. Where else can they put Game Pass? You know, so I was just thinking, I was like, wow, that would be so neat to be riding and playing Game Pass in your brand new SUV or car. You can put it in cars too. I mean, they have sedans that's pretty nice size. Your Maybachs of the world, your brand new Mercedes, BMWs, and Audis. Those would be the foreign manufacturers I would highly recommend they would probably go to first, due to the fact that they're so high tech, and they will have Wi-Fi connections probably like souped up in those cars because they're very expensive. So they will be the first one, and Mercedes is always one of the first people to jump on something new tech, some new tech in the car, some new. If you look in the dashboard of a Mercedes, it looks so futuristic. It's like ahead of the game. Audi and Beamer, those guys are at the top of their game when it comes to tech. So I think they will rather go to Tesla, Mercedes, Audi, and Beamer, and just like shock the world with this information that they're bringing Game Pass to cars and SUVs. I just really think that will be very interesting, and it will be a big boost if they want to hit their mark. I don't think they're going to hit it if, you know, I'm talking about fast. They still can hit it with the Call of Duty Activision deal. They still can get it. I think they still can hit that mark, but it may take a little longer because they were saying like they was having some issues with the deal. So we really don't know how long this is gonna take. The faster the better. We don't need Sony over here locking down other deals, backdoor deals, to kind of hold the whole process up and go and snitching to Brazil and all this other crazy stuff, man. So we really just want to move in a new direction with gaming. We don't want to be held back anymore. We don't want to be told what we should play, how we should play it by force instead of by choice. Sony wants to force you into something, and Xbox is giving us a choice. Sony is anti-consumer. They like to lock down and gatekeep you into their ecosystem, but they only want to give you breadcrumbs. Oh, we're gonna do remakes this whole entire generation. Remake. Okay, we know it's going to take some more time because of the resolutions and the graphics and the ray tracing. You got to implement them into the game, and you have to do the motion, and then you have to do this. We get it. We know it takes a long time to make games, but Sony have to get the ball rolling with this PlayStation Plus, and I'm still not really hearing nothing that they really want to do. Like they tried to give it a little boost before they revamped the whole PlayStation Plus with PlayStation Now. I think they had like Shadow Warriors 3 drop on PlayStation Now, and then it completely just disappeared. And we was like, okay, they're gonna start doing day one double A or single A's. Okay, cool. I don't even hear about that anymore. I'm like, what is going on? So I'm just like, okay, if they're going to compete like they say they really want to compete, they want to make their fans happy. They're losing engagement with fans at a high rate, and it's because of Game Pass. And if you can't stop the bleeding on PlayStation Plus Premium, it's just you're going to get overtaken by Game Pass. If they're already on PC, they're already on mobile, tablets, Steam Deck, and if it comes to cars and if they hit 50 million, it's going to be like almost impossible to stop it. Because the community is too huge. It's a juggernaut now. It's too big. It's already too big. It's going to double by 2025, triple probably, if they get this Activision Blizzard deal across the map done. They don't have any more holdups. They don't have any more people trying to stop the deal, saying that it's not good for gaming and it's bad and it's a monopoly and all this other crazy stuff. But we need PlayStation to compete, or should I say we need Sony to allow PlayStation to compete. Like I said before, I only really go with Sony because Sony is the one that calls the shots. I feel like they hold Sony back. I'm a huge fan of Sony PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, but I'm not a fan of Sony, the head person in charge, the boss, the one that calls the shots, the one that cuts the checks, the one that doesn't care about letting you be free. They like to lock down their creators too. Like they don't really want to give them much, but you want to go out here and buy Bungie for $7 billion, $20 billion, but you don't want your creators to make new games. It just don't make any sense to me. All these cash grabs, anti-consumer, backdoor deals, locking down Spider-Man, locking down Final Fantasy, locking down DLCs, keeping games off Xbox. And see, now it finally came back to bite them. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. And dig a little more into this EV Game Pass, futuristic deal that maybe can happen. So till next time, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, click that notification bell so you guys can be updated with all the latest and greatest news. And peace.